Namaste. Very welcome, every one of you who are in person, online, in the same Zoom room, and those who are joining through the YouTube streaming. Very welcome, every one of you, beloved. Our nature is one. Truth is one. The fundamental method or the approach to discover the truth of who we are is also one. No? What is maybe different is our attachment to the knowledge that we have. In the mind, no? That how much attachment we have to the knowledge of the mind. And I really want to explore with all of you right now that what role this knowledge of the mind is playing right now in our togetherness also. No? So let us see, let us check right now that what do I know about myself? Like, do I know myself or am I knowing myself right now? There is a difference. Do I know myself means a frozen knowledge, a conclusion. No? While knowing myself is a flowing, growing activity or process. Deepening. It is deepening also. No? So let us check right now. I invite all of you. Let us be together right now in this exploration and in this guiding. No? What do I know about myself? And is it my knowledge that I know, or is it that I am knowing? And this question will turn our attention inward towards who we are. So let us embrace this question right now. Do I know myself or am I knowing myself? Do I know myself means I have known myself in the past and the conclusion, and then that is accepted as complete knowledge of who I am. Or am I freshly knowing myself right now also? Meaning I have known myself in the past and I am knowing myself. I have been knowing myself in the past and I am now knowing myself also freshly once again in this guiding, in this meeting right now. What is knowing myself? Let us embrace this question also now. What is knowing myself? How am I knowing myself? And you will notice that right now inside the attention is trying to scan things in a way, trying to see this or see that, trying to find some kind of object maybe called the self or myself, my true self. And this activity of attention is totally fine. But let me just share with you, and if you can embrace this sharing, your attention can move towards you in a way, rather than scanning the objects within. While my attention is moving within myself, scanning things, who I am. Who I am without mm, any change. Who I am right now. Where exactly I am in this whole picture. And let us take help of the most fundamental truth about ourselves. That most fundamental truth is that I am. This is the most fundamental truth, most stable truth also. So it is true, it is confirmed in me that I am. No, let us embrace it like this. It is true that I am. But who I am? I am the one who is knowing that I am, or I am that which is, no, which one I am? Or is it the same one saying that I am, and it is the same one knowing that I am? In this moment, it is not important what is going on inside us. It is also not important if attention is moving or not. What is important is that what we are attending right now. Are we attending ourselves right now, or are we attending the attention, which is attending many things or habitually trying to scan things inside? Are we still trying to see things inside us, or are we trying to more deeply discover the truth of who we are? And for that, the starting point is that stable ground that I am. Because this is something none of us can deny. It is true that I am. Let us try to uh, let us try to give value to this truth more and more right now that I am over anything else. And let us try to more deeply live this truth of our own existence. So I am, it is true. Let us confirm this right now. I am, it is true that I am, because I am knowing inside, I am noticing, I am aware of things, and I have to be there, I have to be here to notice things, to experience. So I am, and now I am knowing my own self, meaning I am knowing the deeper, deeper reality or deeper experiencing or knowing of the same thing called I am. Doesn't matter where attention is moving, doesn't matter what is moving inside us. The value is being given to who we are, to this truth that I am. And the value is given by who we are. Like this, it has become a very internal exploration and mm, deep knowing of who we are. And there is no conflict between the movement of attention or thoughts, feelings. They are just continuing their play within ourselves. But we are more confined and focused on our own existence, that I am, and I am knowing that I am. I am knowing that I am. Let it be, let it be a loop, let it be a inner circle within ourselves. So we don't get out of ourselves for this moment. I am knowing that I am. Like this, we are knowing the purity of who we are, the essence of who we are. We are knowing the truth of the being that we are. I am knowing. I am knowing that I am. I am knowing the truth of myself. I am knowing the truth of I am. I am knowing the deeper truth of my declaration that I am. What is this truth of I am? We are living this right now. Within our own existence, in the purity of our own existence, in this pure I am, no movements are happening. However, all the movements are happening inside ourselves only. In this togetherness, we have such a possibility and such a strength in ourselves that we can only focus on ourselves. For the last few seconds, few minutes, let us come to this purity of our own existence, where we don't have even a sense that I am. Let us come to the pure existence, our own pure existence. Within this pure existence, energies are flowing, attention is moving from one to another, one movement to another, while we are effortlessly existing as who we are, and we are effortlessly knowing who we are. We are effortlessly experiencing who we are. Both our existence and all the movements of energy and attention are coexisting. It is just the focus that is deciding what we are knowing right now. Right now we are focusing on ourselves, in which everything is happening. That's how we are knowing ourselves. And we are not knowing anything else which is happening inside us. I am knowing that I am. While the experiences are happening, I am giving value to my existence. And like this, I am knowing that I am. I am living the truth that I exist, that I am. Our own existence does not require any any anything, any effort from our side. We do not need to change our state of our own existence. Our own existence is always in the pure state of being. We are just returning home. Who we are, who is existing effortlessly and always pure, is knowing itself now, by living itself, by giving value to itself. First step in this direction is to wholeheartedly, consciously acknowledging that I am, and giving value to this acknowledgement more than anything else right now. I am. And after acknowledging that I am, more living the nature of our own self. What is my nature? What is the nature of this I am? What is the nature that I am? And very simply, directly living it. There is no tools required. This that we are, I am, I exist, already has the tools, the ability required to live and to know who I am. No powers of the mind, no powers of attention, no powers of body are required for it. If any one of you is feeling that I am not knowing myself, you who is feeling it is who you are. Give value to the knower of this thought, then you will start knowing who I am. For last few seconds, let us explore. Am I changing? Am I changing? And if I am changing, how I am knowing that I am changing? If I am not changing, how I am knowing that I am not changing? Let us have this internal knowledge within the self that we are right now. Let us have this inner knowing within the self that we are right now. That am I changing? And if I am changing, how I am knowing that I am changing? And if I am not changing, how I am knowing that I am not changing? Let it be a inner knowing, not a thinking about it, but internally within the self, knowing, trying to be clear. This is what is uh, knowing. No? I am knowing that I am. In the purity of it, we are knowing it. No? I am knowing that I am. Thank you. As we will open our eyes, as we will allow ourselves to flow back into the body, thoughts, feelings, let us allow to notice if I change, or if my knowledge about myself, knowing about myself changes. Let us notice this also right now. Allowing ourselves to flow in the body, in the thoughts, in the feelings, but also allowing ourselves to notice. Am I changing, or am my knowledge about myself changing while I am flowing in the body, in the thoughts, in the feelings? Very nice. Very, very nice. It's a very beautiful time right now. If anyone of you want to explore on the same topic, where you have seen something, you have become clear about something internally about yourself, and you feel that uh, interacting with me can help you more, knowing it more deeply and clearly, you can talk to me. Yes, Uma.
Pranamji. I want to look something which I noticed during this guiding. Look, I want to look with you. It is very beautiful and very deep what we lived this time. And in the last few seconds when you said to us that notice inside, like inner knowing, how you are knowing yourself. So I was checking and I was not finding any written answer, but it was like that it is not strange for me that this is me. It is very original to me. This taste is very original to me. It is not like I am knowing something new or something different.
And hmm, how you know it is original to you? Because anything that you are saying right now has to have some comparison, has to have some opposite of it, no? So what is the opposite of this original experience? There has to be some comparison, no, internally, that what I am knowing right now is original and it is not something else. No. So what is that something else? What is the opposite experience of it? No? This is how we can become more clear about how I am knowing myself. No?
I feel opposite means for me like I am coming to some point. It is not, I am not coming to some point or coming to some place. I am not moving at all from this place.
Ah, so
It
yeah, yeah. Say.
like I am not trying, I am not approaching to something else. Uh, I am not able to say clearly, but it is feeling like this.
Yes, very good then. So what you are saying is that the comparison is that I am not reaching somewhere. Like basically from your past experiences of yourself, you are comparing. No, that in the past experiences, I reached somewhere inside me. I approached somewhere. I reached to some point called myself. But this time it is different. I am not moving from myself at all while I am knowing myself. This is what you are saying. Yeah? Yes, please confirm.
Yes, it is actually like this. No effort was there.
Yeah. So no effort of moving, effectively not moving from yourself, and just not moving from yourself, and that our togetherness and guiding and interest and that sense of wonder towards ourselves is enabling you to know yourself. No? So this is how we become clear that how I am knowing myself. This how I am knowing myself includes how I can not know myself. Like what will not work here. It's a very important thing to know what will not work so that we can devote ourselves to what will work. No? So this is what is the clarity happening here, that these are the incorrect ways of knowing myself and this is the correct way of knowing myself. No? Incorrect in the sense of trying to reach somewhere called myself, trying to reach somewhere called I am, versus remaining as who I am and giving value to who I am, and like this knowing who I am. No? not reaching anywhere, not trying to go anywhere, called myself or I am. This myself who is knowing, who is seeing, who is aware, chooses not to move. No? And at the same time chooses to give value to its own existence. Yes?
Yes, exactly like this. Yeah.
It's very good then. This is very true knowing within the self that we are, no? Within this I am. I am is our own declaration, isn't it? Why I am calling it the self? Because it really is the self. It is just maybe not knowing itself, its full power yet, no? It is just saying that I am without effort. And I am knowing that I am without effort. So our existence and our knowledge of our existence both are effortlessly present, and they are being acknowledged by you now. No? And this, who you are, who is existing and knowing itself, is the self. No?
Yes, he actually also notice no doubt is feeling. So this is also a very good
Doubt
point.
can happen only in the movement. No movement. Doubt is a movement or not? When there is no movement here, how doubt can enter? No? This is that passage of being in which two cannot enter. No? Only one, you, can come back. So this is why it is coming back home. It's not reaching somewhere, no? As you said. It's you, the being, just relaxing back into your own truth and knowing yourself. And knowing more clearly and more deeply, while remaining as yourself without effort, without moving. No? Very good. I think it's very, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Feeling very blessed and very contentment.
Ah.
Every very. It is also not it is not dry, like when nothingness is nothing. It is nothing, but it is not dry. It is very very sweet.
Yeah, it is true, it is true. The imagination that we create in the mind of the nothingness, that is dry. Because imagination is dry. No? Not about what? About the self, about nothingness, about purity, about shunya, anything. Imagination is dry. Self is full of aliveness, full of juice of life. No? This self that you are is full of juice of life. No? Even if it is like nothing, even if it is like nobody. So this is a real experience of the self, real knowing of tasting of the self. No? It's not imagination. It is the joy of the self to imagine, and also it is natural thirst or longing in the self to experience itself. And between these two is our life, swinging, oftentimes, fundamentally, that the thirst to experience ourselves. And the habit sometime also, addiction sometime also, and interest also of imagining. I want to ask all of you right now, Uma, particularly you. What exists right now if you do not imagine anything at all? Or do not give value to anything, that any activity of imagination right now inside you? What exists right now? You can say also, Uma.
Ji, it is only myself. It is I am.
I exist.
I exist, yes.
Yeah. I exist without imagining anything about anything. Is there anything else you are certain about, Uma, right now? As certain as you are about your existence?
See, this is the only certainty I feel.
Yes. Everything else is an experience. And we are not certain about what is the experience really, because experience basically means changing. Something is flowing. No, experience basically means a flow. No. And by the time we try to be certain about it, it changes already. No. Like it is said that we cannot step um, twice in the same river. It is said like this. And that river is absolutely everywhere. That is river of flow of life, which is producing experiences. No? So there is an experience we are experiencing right now, and there is an experience which is being concluded by our mind, that what is happening or what happened. No? So the two things about the experiencing. No? One is that what we are really experiencing, no? Meaning what really is happening, and we are experiencing it. Then what you are saying, this report. No? Another is the conclusion of the mind that so and so is happening right now. Here, when we are certain about mind, from the certainty of the mind, which is a projection of the mind onto the reality. Not only the life that we think exists is created inside us, but also a self that we think we are is also created within ourselves. All in the mind only. The word and the self is created in the imagination of the mind only, while there is another version of it, the reality of it. No? The reality, I am. This truth that you are, I am, is beyond mind. No? Beyond mind means beyond activity, beyond effort, or beyond imagination. I think it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Very beautiful.
Anybody else can talk to me also. Uh, if you have not succeeded at all, but you have a strong desire to succeed, in knowing in this moment like this, yourself, the way we were trying to know in the guiding also, you can talk to me, because it will, I feel, be possible right now to see something, to explore, to know something deeper. No.
Namaste ji. Ji guys, I want to take this opportunity for myself. I don't know I am succeed or not.
Aye.
I don't know I am succeed or not, but I feel that I can share, then you can make me like what I am feeling totally like silence, like mind is quiet inside, total like when you give this invitation, then I feel to come in front of you and check. But I cannot say anything like,
What you are reporting is a beautiful state of being. No. But what we are exploring right now is not the state of the being, but the truth of the being. No. What is the truth of the being that we are? No. So, would you like to to explore with me? So, what you are reporting is your experience of this moment. Yes. Now, give value to yourself also, the experiencer of it. Let go of your attachment to this beautiful experience right now. Because that attachment is what is not letting us focus on who we are right now, which can cause us awakening towards who we are. So it is a beautiful, peaceful, definitely it is a very peaceful place. Because whenever we live the truth of who we are, so much peace, so much silence, so much joy comes out of it. And we can be drowned in it in one sense that we can feel so peaceful in this moment together, all of us, no? And yet, the purpose of this exploration is not only to experience this peace, but also to discover who we are truly, so that we can continue experiencing this peace ourselves also after the satsang, no? Yes?
yes, see, now it is little, I feel like this I want to check with you, like, this is also my experience, the
You tell
whatever,
me.
like,
I don't want to tell you. You tell me. Is it your experience or is it yourself? Like Uma very clearly confirmed certain things. In some way, you also try to confirm. No? If it is changing, it is your experience, no? Or not? Or are you changing also? Like just check within yourself right now and answer to yourself immediately, not thinking about it. Okay? Are you changing?
no, this experience is changing, yes,
So you already answered,
yes,
no? So this
yes,
experience is changing. So even if it is the most beautiful experience, it is not going to be there, no? Yes. So then why to give so much value to it right now? Rather, why not give value to ourselves who is not changing? Yes. Which will cause us waking up to who we are.
yes, see, that uh, this I want to explore with you, like,
Yeah, please.
which is not changing, because I know only, like, this silence and this stillness I am feeling, then I'm not making the, like, this is my experience or this is me. That I want to explore,
Meaning you are
because
not able to see the difference between
different,
yourself and the experience.
yes, yeah,
Ha. One pointer I want to share here is that self-knowledge is not normal knowledge. It's not in Hindi. We don't call it normal gyan. It is vigyan, meaning is vishesh gyan, like it's a spatial knowledge. Try to understand the spatial knowledge part here. You are knowing very naturally that yes, what I'm experiencing is changing. So this is normal knowledge actually. This is gyan, but this is not vigyan. To know yourself, you need to have a different kind of more subtle attitude about it in a way. Yeah. Like for knowing yourself, you need to remain in yourself while remain in the attitude of knowing. Do you see my point? Whenever we have the attitude of knowing, we get out of ourselves. Meaning we stop focusing on ourselves and we start focusing on the experience, that which is moving. No, having still the attitude of knowing, the thirst for knowing, quest for knowing, but not getting out of ourselves. This is how that vishesh gyan, this is how vigyan happens. This is how this knowing of ourselves happens. Yes. So confirm again right now that yes, I am knowing that this experience is changing. Now be more and more clear about this experience. Like there are some subtler layers of this experience which are not acknowledged by you yet, most probably, as changeful. And they are taken by you as changeless. Meaning that they are which are mixed with you right now and taken by you as yourself. That's why you are not able to see the difference or distance or the difference in the nature of the experience and the experiencer that we are. No? So be very, very clear about the experience that I am having is changing part.
I can say like, because I am noticing this silence or this stillness, so it is my experience.
Yeah.
Still I'm not focusing that, like,
Still I am not focusing
self, like I,
on yourself.
yeah,
Why you are not focusing on yourself? I'm just trying to help
yeah.
you see, no?
Maybe I'm not so much clear, like
Clear of?
clear of myself and experience. Experience I'm just feeling like, yeah, this is experience.
No, I think, can you follow what I said just now? Try to be more clear about the experience right now. Because either you focus on the experiencer, and that is really the awakening that begins, which includes knowing the deeper, subtler layers of the experience to be changeful also, which are taken by us as changeless in the beginning. No? So either focus on yourself, and if you are not able to focus on yourself right now, then focus on the experience, and do not focus on yourself right now then. Focus on one thing at a time, okay? So now focus on the experience and be crystal clear about the experience, right? So now focus on the clarity about the experience, not about the experiencer, okay? And that will work as a mirror and will make you free from the experience into who you are, into the purity of yourself also. Yes? So do that right now. And do it mercilessly. Don't have any mercy on the experience that, oh my God, this part, this is like pure silence. This is just pure unmoving. But you are experiencing it, no? Don't have any mercy on it. If it is truth, it will not go anywhere. But if it is not, you will wake up, no? Yeah. Meaning if it is truth of yourself, it will not go anywhere. You can never lose that experience which is happening within yourself, no? Yeah. So please do it and report to me.
yes, I am experiencing this, like, more deep silence and like more relaxing.
Are you
This
relaxing in it, or are you only experiencing relaxing in it? There is a big difference. Are you relaxing in it, like there is some water and you are settling in it? Or are you knowing only that there is a sense of settling in it?
I think I'm sensing only because I'm feeling this silence and I'm feeling like I'm also become relaxed with this
Yes.
experience.
So, which one you are? The one which, are you this one who is relaxing in itself, which you are noticing? Or are you the one who is noticing it? Be clear about this right now.
Which I am noticing because
You are the one who is noticing. Yes. So then this is a experience. Be very clear about it right now, because this experience deceives us so much, so often time than other experiences, that I am settling in myself. No? Which is not a bad thing, by the way, for balancing of energies or for bringing the peace within the energies or within the consciousness. Which is not a bad thing, but this is not awakening. Yeah. So be clear about it right now. Feel clearly and know clearly that this is my experience. And this myself, which I am experiencing right now, who is settling, is not myself. I am that which is knowing it. Be clear about it right now, totally clear about it right now. And you have made yourself free from some very deep layer where experiences happen. They are very intimate. They can deceive us more, much more.
I'm again noticing more deeply silence, more going more deeper in.
It's not clear to me. Are you saying that I'm noticing more clearly about going deeper in myself, or what?
Yes, Ji.
Are you noticing? So please say the word noticing.
Yes,
You are
Ji.
saying I am going deeper. I heard like this maybe.
Yeah, I'm noticing this
I'm going more
deeper.
deeply in
Yes,
myself.
yes.
And what you want to give value to, noticing or what is being noticed by you, and also who you are, who is noticing it. Which of these three elements you want to give value to right now?
Which who is noticing?
So then give value to who is noticing, and then tell me, are you still able to notice anything? Are you still feeling that I am going deeper? Because that will include you accepting that I am changing. You are moving means you are changing, no? So are you changing?
I'm experiencing this change.
Yeah, but are you who is experiencing the change changing? Are you yourself changing?
No.
So then, then focus on yourself right now, or not? Focus on yourself who is not changing. Do not now there is no need to give value to anything which is changing in you. Are you able to do it right now? It has to be done immediately, not through a process, no? Right now, not. We are not in a process like a guiding or like a meditation practice. We are in a conversation for awakening, no?
So I'm not giving value to any relaxation or any deeper relaxment experience. I'm just like somewhere feeling separately, like this is experience, but I'm not experiencing now. I'm just, I am that.
So this is good. Now, even forget about not giving value to the experience. Give so much value to yourself that you don't have time or energy to feel that there is some experience which I am not giving value to right now, which I am ignoring. You know, be so consumed in yourself right now, who is changeless, that you don't even have a attention or a mind to notice that there is some experience which I am ignoring right now. Okay? Do it right now also. Everything is right now. Immediately, like this very millisecond, do it. No gap for any process, for any thinking, for any settlement or anything else.
Gee, I cannot say now anything about.
Huh?
I cannot say now anything about any experience.
Where it is gone.
I'm not paying attention and I'm not looking for experience.
Yeah.
That's
So what was happening was that you, the changeless, was paying attention to the changeful. And like this you were experiencing yourself going deeper, or sometime yourself going outer. Deeper, outer, deeper, outer. The deeper outer was happening in the energies, not that it was not happening. The energies were becoming calmer, or energies become bit disturbed sometime, no? But you yourself were not moving deeper or outer, and you yourself were not changing also, no? So this is that hypnosis of identification that happens. No? Yeah. What you are knowing right now, or what you are basically being right now, no? Yourself. This is in the direction of awakening. What you were reporting before was in the direction of, you can say, spiritual growth and correction in the consciousness, no? In the dynamic part of ourselves, no? Both are fine, but this is a conversation for awakening, no? So, how are you now? Tell me.
Gee, I can say just I am feeling just joyful,
Feeling joyful.
but
But
it's like
is it not an experience?
that also I am surprised. But this is something different, but that
This what you are experiencing is called, what I call, joy of being, joy of existing. Okay, enjoy this right now. Clearly know this. This is joy of being, meaning joy of existing. No effort in existing, no effort in experiencing joy.
I am surprising like I am existing.
Yeah, it is a surprise. I know. It is really very powerful what you are saying. Don't let this surprise or excitement die. Otherwise, you have moved back to the mind again. Okay? It should be everyday surprise, excitement that, oh my God, I still exist. I slept in night and in the morning I wake up again. Oh, I still exist. Oh my God. You know, so just be, have value for it. Have value for it now onward. It requires only one thing, value. And it gives us everything. Meaning it gives us freedom. It gives us joy immediately. It gives us clarity. Stability also in the life of the body. As and when it required, like, as we require it. Say more if you want.
Just feeling to when you say value, then I just feel ask you to how I can live my my existence without any greed, because greed again comes from the mind, so that I don't want. So,
Yes, yes.
Suji, please say something about regarding this.
This sense of existence, uh, once discovered by you in this purity and clarity, it will survive. It will survive. Because where it has been discovered right now is within the individual consciousness, or what we call individual or mind. No, within that it has been discovered, meaning it has been registered. So do not go in some special state of yourself right now. Remain in very normal state of yourself, including having the sense of body and mind and thoughts and everything, while again acknowledge clearly and focus on yourself. Like this, it will be more and more registered in the consciousness, in the mind, where we get many times too much lost in that waking state that we entirely forget how to come back in a way. No? So let it be registered in your mind right now. This is right now is a very important time for you. Allow yourself to think something, allow yourself to focus on a feeling, and then return back to the primal knowledge that I am, and see, have you lost something, or are you still the same truth? Do that right now. Meaning, allow your mind to doubt you. Allow your mind to doubt your existence, your truth, and your knowing of your existence, and see what happens. Which one wins? Only right now.
Ji, it's some fear also to lost in, like,
Yes.
yes.
So this is fine. Fear is genuine because you have lost it, let's say, for many time, or you did not get it truly the way you have got it right now before also. So it's okay. Then do not pay attention to anything else right now. Then just like live in this guiding that we were, where we were, meaning live in this living of yourself, knowing of yourself. This is what it means to close our eyes truly. बाहर के पट बंद कर ले, भीतर के पट खोल रे, तो को पिया मिलेंगे. Kabir says like this, that close your outer eyes, no, close your outer doors or eyes, and open your inner eyes. You will meet the beloved. The beloved is within our own existence. Meet this beloved right now with me. Let us meet this beloved right now. Okay? And you will have to live the purity of your own existence, and you will have to leave all the versions of yourself here. All the versions of yourself means all the sense of knowledge about yourself and all the relations with that self. You will have to leave that here. In the pure existence, when there is not even a slightest sense of the idea that I am, when there is only M-ness left here right now, the beloved is present in its full beauty. And beloved is only, nothing else is. Even the sense that I am, he is not here. No. And when you will return to the body consciousness, that is the individual mind or individual self, that sense I am will come back. So this is the guarantee. The more purely will live this sense of I am, while leaving everything else. So live and leave. This is the two important words: living yourself, your own existence, and leaving everything else behind when living your existence. This is the key. This is the method to protect yourself from falling in the traps of mind again. No? So very good, thank you.
Thank you so much. He was just, I want to live this. Thank you so much.
Yes, very, very good. Yeah, living ourselves while not living anything else does not work. Whenever we are living ourselves, we are living the essence of who we are. We are living the essence of experiencer. We will have to let go of, we will have to leave the attachment to experiences. No? Our most favorite experience, by the way, is sense of me and my life. This is the most favorite experience that we have, which we are not ready to leave for a moment even. Because if we do, we can wake up to who we are. Even if we leave this favorite experience of me and my life for a moment, like this moment, we start waking up to who we are. We start waking up to the truth that I am, not the idea that I am. No? Direct experience that I am. No? This guiding today was very powerful. It can be lived, can be listened many times. No? Yeah. Thank you. So I think very good. Thank you. Rahul, you want to talk?
Pranam Guruji. Actually, I felt to come on the hot seat. It has become a hot seat.
Totally. It's nice. It's very, very nice.
And the only thing I felt I can ask right now is even with the living of the pure self, there is a habit of being getting attached to the old experiencer, which you just now talked. That habit is the biggest blockade, and I don't know how to remove it.
Actually, in the true picture of life, there is nothing we need to remove. So, as I am speaking, you can start living right now. That there is no need for any removal of anything in the true seeing, which is also present right now. What we need to do is wake up, meaning embrace the true seeing. Let us embrace the true seeing. That's all that is required. The very idea of being trying to be free from the old experience, the very idea that attachment is bondage, is caused by not clearly seeing what is happening right now or who I am right now. No, allow me to share and allow yourself to live this truth right now. That you don't cease to exist when you are attached to something. And if you can acknowledge your existence when you are bound, then actually you are bound and free at the same time. And then as you will focus on yourself more, your existence more, you are moving from bondage to freedom more without changing anything. So let there be a habit of attachment to previous experience. As soon as you start attending yourself right now more, your own existence right now, that habit is like a empty cloth now. There is nobody there in that habit anymore. Because you were there in it. No? Now you are not there in it anymore. No? You cannot be in two places at the same time. No? Meaning you cannot be in two states of yourself at the same time. Knowing and living your own existence is your true state, is our true state. And not living our true state is being in the false state. No? Try to see clearly. It's not about what we are experiencing. Even if we are experiencing bondage, cannot keep us bound or cannot bind us. Even if we are experiencing complete freedom, cannot give us freedom. Remember this. It is not about experiences. It is about the experiencer waking up to its own truth, its own existence. No? When you are feeling bound, you can wake up to your existence as the experiencer right now. In fact, chances are much higher when we are feeling bound. When we are feeling free, that time chances are very less of waking up or giving value to ourselves. No? Because we already assume that I have reached home. So, Rahul, in one way or the other, we are continuously not giving value to our existence in whatever name. You can change this right now. That while I will give value to whatever is necessary in me, practical life or spiritual life or correction in understanding or growth or change in my state of energies of consciousness, I am not going to now forget that I am, that I exist, while I am doing everything. And we can split the value portion or quotient into two. Like 50% value given to the work that I am doing in my life, in spiritual, practical included, personal, and 50% value is given to our own existence all the time, all the time, not only occasionally through some in some guiding. No, so this is what can really work very very well. Thank you. Anything you want?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because our own existence does not really have any attitude towards anything which is happening inside us or any activity that is going on. Our existence is not bound by anything that is happening inside us. Our existence does not become free by anything also that happens inside us. It remains exactly as it is. It is just waiting for us to discover. It is just ourself is waiting for us to discover and start living. And what is going to happen more and more is that a natural self-awareness will come. That, hey, I am. And then again, some misunderstandings will take place also. That, oh my God, it's a very, very bad experience happening inside me. I cannot be myself right now. I think I have forgotten myself. And again you will find that no, actually I still am. Like freedom will return through momentary experiences of bondage also, which has come to remove the remaining misunderstandings in the self. I think it's nice. Thank you. Anna, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for these satsangs, for everything that you're giving, and because without it, I would not come to this right now. What I wanted to check with you. When Uma was speaking, then I realized that this experience is probably just my favorite experience of myself, which is not changing, and it is very peaceful, but it is not alive. And from our last conversation from last week, I was contemplating on it, and it was very frustrating because I know the experience of when the bliss and the joy comes to every cell, and this is not it. And now I'm frustrated, and I can see also the arrogance in it because for taking it for granted and for thinking that this is who I am. But also it was probably because it was peaceful period. So just being grateful for that was probably also one of the reasons why I was why I did not move. So I don't know, shake me. So
No, it's very,
out of it.
very beautiful. It's very like this is that deeper knowing, you can say, or like a clearer awakening taking place. No, because awakening includes only two things, but both the things at the same time. One is knowing what I am not, and one is knowing what I am. But knowing what I am is not so clearly known by us in that moment mostly. Like you are reporting that this most favorite experience of myself. It was very stable, but still, but it was not. It is not so alive. How you notice that it is not so alive? You have already noticed your aliveness of the self in that very moment. It's just not so clear in the beginning. Meaning you have chosen already the aliveness of yourself in that very seeing. You have declared that I choose myself, the alive self, not the state. So this is how the deeper, subtler awakening taking place naturally. And in the awakening, you don't get anything. Rather, you become yourself. In the freedom, we don't get anything. We become ourselves in a way, in such a way that it cannot be reversed back. Because if something is given to us in the form of a awakening enlightenment, it will be reversed. No? Awakening is the clear knowing, clear understanding in the self that what I am not, which enables the self to abide in itself, rejoice in itself, wonder within itself, and naturally knowing. And the more you are knowing what you are not, the more it enables you to know what you are. The more you are knowing what you are, the more it enables you to know what you are not. This is that perfect inner circle. No, this is that perfect inner circle. Because the living of your true aliveness is becoming your eyes to see what is not alive in you. Before that, we cannot know. Like if you recall few years back, when you probably had started meditation, no? You would not notice that this is something dead. You will feel like, wow, this is so peaceful, so amazing. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And which was perfect for that time also, by the way. But now, You feel no, there's something not okay about it. So it's just so perfect for me, no? I feel. They have that perfect inner circle within the being, no? Like resolving. Yeah, and you are right that the arrogance is there. Sometimes we notice, no, that arrogance is there in that, like, in the self, there is a perfect knowing the truth, a natural, pure awareness, but no arrogance. There is no like arrogance means no fixation, basically. You know, arrogance is a fixation. For me, arrogance simply means frozenness, in some sense. No? Like we have got too frozen towards some knowledge about ourselves or some state about ourselves. No? That creates resistance for any change in it, whether it is change in the experience or whether it is change in our knowledge about it or attitude towards it. No? That creates resistance. I don't want to change it. So arrogance causes resistance also in that way so much. No? But in the self, there is no arrogance, there is no resistance, there is no fear also for losing anything. That's why it tries to lose everything. What it means to not do anything. Let's see, if I don't do anything, what survives? What remains effortlessly? Is the truth of who I am. No. What remains without my effort is the truth. So let go is a message for the self, not for the individual person. No? Let go is a message for you, who you are now. Now you know. No? Let go means it's a test, not that something disappears. Things don't disappear anywhere. Everything remains as it is. But our attachment to it broken. Only one thing. Our attachment to it is broken and we wake up to who we are. Everything remains as it is in the body, thoughts, feelings, everything. At least for some time. But we wake up. Thank you, beloved. It's just wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajee. You're right about not taking any effort, because this state, which I was identified with, it was not a big effort, but it takes effort. And neti, when like we say we are not this, we are not that, it's easy to do it with states like arguing or aggressiveness or envy or something. But to say I'm also not this, it was hard.
It is definitely. It is definitely. And I have heard this from Osho. I have heard this in some way from indirectly. Read this in some way through Ramana Maharshi also have said this. That this sense of joy, this sense of peacefulness, which is false. Like mind is able to create the false state in the name of true state. And like I think Ramana Maharshi said that, and a seeker can be caught up in it for thousands of years. He said like this. Thousands of years, not just 1 or 2 years. Because of this, what you are saying. It is easy to see that negative is not me and I want to be free from it. It is so difficult to see that even the positive is not me. It's also my experience. And we bite the positive and we get trapped in the negative. This is the whole thing. No? Either we have to accept both, then we are free from both in a way. No, because we are not trying to be free from anything when we feel that I am troubled by the negative. We are not troubled by the negative so much as we are troubled by our rejection to it. Our resistance for it, that it should not be there. We are troubled by our resistance for the negative. And what is negative in itself? Nothing. It is just exactly same thing as positive in a way. It's just serving a different purpose in a particular context of the body mind or a particular scene of movement within. No? So it's not really a negative or positive thing within ourselves. They are one thing. They are not two things, by the way. The moment we accept them as one thing, we are free also from it. Na rag na dvesh, neither for nor against. This is the most fundamental golden key we can embrace when it comes to within ourselves. No, within ourselves, neither for nor against anything. No attachment, no detachment. Na rag, na dvesh. And we will stay as ourselves always. And it is like a correction that will happen in our understanding. Our deeper rag, meaning attachment, no, will come in our light of seeing, light of awareness, like it came in your case. Dvesh also will come. Dvesh means like a hatred, like a rejection, like a resistance for something also will come. When we have come to the perfect state of being, we are not having we are not having any rag, any dvesh, neither for nor against anything which is happening inside us. What happened? Those things have not disappeared, they are still there. But rather we appeared in a way in our own consciousness, meaning self-consciousness, self-awareness has started happening now. But our conflict, our inner fight with what is happening inside us is also not there anymore. At the level of body-mind consciousness, where things have to be changed, things have to be done, responded in this way or that way, that responding continues. But the self that you are also perfectly, continuously living yourself. While knowing more and more clearly that actually I am not affected by what moves inside me. I am not affected by the result of anything that happens inside me. So I don't have to wait for any negativity to disappear from me in order for me to be myself. I do not have to wait for anything to be completed within myself in order for me to know and live myself. Both the things can coexist. Both the things can continue at the same time. And that's the whole truth of who we are. One of our aspect is kind of a growing aspect. One of our aspect is unchanging. And it is true all the time. It is true in every one of us. All the time. So awakening is not trying to convert the changeful into changeless. Awakening is to leave it alone for some time while we are busy in discovering the changeless within. No? Which is going to change the whole game in a way for us. Our perspective will change completely, no? Towards the changeless, towards the changeful. No? That hatred, that rag, dvesh will not be there anymore. Our changeful aspect is like our playground. No, our changeless aspect is our home. Until we discover home, we are going to live in the clock rooms of the playground only. Like finding some place somewhere and just struggling and obviously not happy. At the moment we discover home separate from the playground, we can be much more open towards the playground. Like it's all right. It can be like this, or even it can be like that. I don't, because your home is safe. No, we know that my home is totally safe, unchanged, unaffected by anything that is happening in the play of consciousness within body mind within this individual. No, like this. Thank you, beloved. Very, very nice talking to you, Anna. Thank you. Very nice. Joyji, you want to talk?
Yes, namaste. Please.
Namaste.
I want to report from the guiding. I felt very much unmoving, and then I sense that who's telling me this kind of unmoving, and then even feel a kind of excitement that want to chat with you about this.
Yeah, please check. Yeah, what you want to like? Give me some more detail.
Yes. Because inside, I can sense it's very much a move. Even I couldn't find feeling, thinking anything. But I feel that it's like the one that who told me, who led me to sense this, that I feel like to explore this also.
I need to be a little more clear. So you kind of give me a little more.
Mm. I feel that this kind of unmoving,
Unmoving, yes. This is
yes,
clear.
what I sense here, that is not only the self here, like it's like something behind that to let me to sense all this unmoving, no feeling, nothing, empty inside.
Meaning, I think you are saying that there is something behind this unmoving, which is letting me
Yes,
experience and know this. Yeah.
yes.
And what is that? Have you explored? What is that behind this unchanging?
It's the self.
Yeah. So maybe I can put it like this: that what I'm calling self, and what I'm calling changeless is not something which can be experienced. You know? So what you are experiencing is the experience of the self. But who you are, who is experiencing it? Are you not the same one who is experiencing the changeless right now? And who were experiencing something else before? Are you not the same one?
The same one.
Same one, yes. So this you is the changeless self. No? Not what you are experiencing, no? Tell me if it is not true.
Yes, very much true. It's so nice that to notice that this is the self. It's
Yeah, yeah.
very much clear now.
Very, very good. As you can see now, it's a very inner knowing. It's a very subtler knowing of the self by the self. No? So your mind has not become clear about who you are right now. It will become clear in time maybe. No. Meaning it will become clear for sure in time. But not fully. It will become little bit clear about who you are. But it is you who become clear about who you are. No? This is that difficult part of self-knowing, that during this time our mind is not clear about it. And we have so much value giving to the mind knowing, mind knowledge, that we feel that yes, I'm able to sense some things, but I'm not clear. So that's why I don't think it should be, it is so important. It takes some time, as you are where you are right now, that you are able to give value to your self-knowing more than self-knowledge, which is in the mind. No? Self-knowledge is more of a declaration of the mind, that what all I know about myself, which I can talk about. No? Self-knowing is a alive, real knowing in this very moment. No? In one sense, you can say self-experience versus self-experiencing. No? In this self-experience, there is some self, which is the individual self, has had some experience, had some experience of the self, of its own deeper self. No? In the self-experiencing, the individual self which is experiencing the self is merging, melting into the self which is being experienced. And then one remains only here. That which is experiencing the self does not remain so much as a reality. That which was being experienced is found to be our own self. Also, no? Another way of looking at the same thing. Thank you. It's a very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's so beautiful.
You are also very beautiful. You are the self, no? So beautiful. Like all the beauty of your body, mind, thoughts, abilities, intelligence, and everything is just a very, very far away, reflection of the beauty of the self that you are. You know, I see that beauty. That's why I'm saying you are so beautiful, no? Very, 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 very nice. God bless you. Thank you. Anybody else who could not connect to this sharing, guiding in the beginning, or whatever sharings have happened so far, discussion happened so far, if you could not connect at all or could not connect with some part of it, feel free to talk to me. No, I'll try to explain or live together again. No. Yes, Manu.
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Ji, I just want to connect.
Oh, say more.
Ji, today it is like I'm sensing some, like I'm not so purely able to attend this something mix. This I'm.
The golden key always here is to kind of withdraw ourselves from the experience and focus on the experiencer. Yeah. So there will be times when we will not feel so pure, we will not feel so settled in ourselves. It is not because of what is happening inside us in that moment. It is because we are not residing in ourselves. You know. So focus on yourself, meaning turn towards yourself again right now. While having this experience that something is mixed with me. What is mixed with you is only an experience. No? Acknowledge this right now. Do not reject the experience. Do not change or push away the experience. While the experience that something is mixed with me happening, wake up to the purity of unchanging self that you are. No? Where nothing gets mixed ever. Ever. Like it's an impossibility. So let the experience that something is mixed with me continue in you. But as you wake up to the truth of who you are, the unchanging self, by focusing on the experiencer of this experience, the identification will be broken. No? Then the experience will continue, while you will continue knowing yourself as the changeless, pure being, where nothing is mixed. So report to me something now. How like give me some feedback, please.
Ji, yes, Ji. Thank you so much, Ji.
No, say more. How are you now?
Ji, this what was like mix that is not affecting me. It's like this, like some पानी में कुछ होता है वो बैठ जाता है. It's like this now.
Meaning like something in water and gets settled in the water. That is fine. But my question is that is it required for that thing to settle in the water for you to be yourself? This is my question. Or even if when the water is very muddy, you can experience your unaffected, pure, unchanging being, meaning like right now also.
Yes, I'm this unaffected, unchanging.
So then this is good. And how much muddy water is allowed or appropriate for us to discover who we are? How less muddy it should be at any point of time? Who is going to decide this? Who is going to decide this? No. You the self, no? Like you the self, as if putting conditions, having preferences towards discovering who you are. No? That the water is too muddy today. So I kind of cannot know myself as the seer of it, no? Or as the witness of it. Water is less muddy today. I think today it is possible for me to know that I am the seer or I am the witness of it. We are putting this condition or not? Manu, be aware of it right now also. Yeah. It will be nice, no?
Ji, yes, Ji.
Don't,
This,
yeah.
like, I was not seeing with open eyes. It was something like,
What?
I was not seeing or opening eyes. It was like little
Oh,
sleep,
yes.
sleep in.
Little sleep, yes.
Ji.
This is correct now. Now this is correct, no? It was not that there is some experience which can make us less than who we are or make us forget who we are. There is sort of a sleep in the being, no? Like a dreaming, like a dream happening, no? Well, one thing that has been referred to many times, and I would like to live right now with all of you, is that this example of watching a TV, no, watching a TV, no, and watching something in the on the TV, a program, no, in some show, something movie, a movie, no, and our identification happens with that movie, the movie characters, no. So what is happening? Like, is the TV like a factory of identification? Like it is throwing some glue on us. It is throwing some kind of spray on us. Then we get hypnotized. Is it like this, or is it that the watcher, the viewer of the movie on TV is having sort of a desire to get identified? No, like a readiness for attachment. No, is it not like this? That I'm kind of very happily enjoyed my day by getting identified with the activities of the day, people moving, myself doing things and everything, nature and everything. Now I want to be identified with something which is happening in the TV. No, isn't it like this? But the desire to be identified is not converted into actuality without something being in front of us. No? And when we are kind of bored in a way or tired of being identified with the actual forms of body, mind, of life, no? And we want to be identified with this TV show, TV movie on the TV. No? Yes? So that desire to be identified is inside us, no? And where we are today, when we are experiencing ourselves, that desire to be identified kind of fades away, dissolves. Just simply disappears, like as if it was never there. The self shines as the changeless being forever. No? And when the desire to be identified is not there, let's go back to the same TV now. Let's go back to the same movie on the same TV now. And let's see what happens. Are we not going to be able to see that? We will be able to see that, but we will not be able to identify with it. No? Yeah. Because now we are identified with ourselves, meaning the very desire to be identified has been consumed within itself from the at the source from where it came. No? Attention. What is attention? Attention and the desire to be identified. Let's look deeply. Are they two or one? Why we move our attention? To be identified? Or for what? Let's think about it. Let's embrace these simple questions in our heart and being, and they will work like a light for us to see something that we want to see. No? When we don't want to be identified with anything, our attention cannot move. It just cannot move. Or if we do not move, like the great beings have said to us, don't move. Then all of our identifications and our habit to be identified will fall away. And we will stay as the pure being that we are, no? Yeah. Another method, no? This is a method, no? Given to us. Very powerful, really. Thank you. Very, very good. Thank you.
See, here I want to ask something. May I?
Yeah.
See, this attention going to this or like this desire of to identify with something at the moment, it is so subtle that when like today I couldn't decide or couldn't be alert, like it happened suddenly. So
True.
can you please?
Yes. Yeah, are you saying that, can I say something about it?
Yes, please.
How? The alertness that has happened today will serve a great purpose. It will remain in you because you are interested now, no? In not being identified. So that's why you will keep it as a treasure, like a golden key, like a very important event happened. I'm not going to miss it now, no? So that will be very strongly and clearly registered in your mind, and that mind alertness will help you for from now onward, no? What can help you more, much more, or what can help you completely also, no? Is try to live as clearly as you can who you are. Because this is definitely a very subtle movement. But you are not subtlest. You are beyond subtle. You know, you are not a state. You are not a fixed experiencer also. Live the purity of who you are, and that is the guarantee that even if a sense of identification happens in you, you will not be caught up in it. You will not be the one who is caught up in it now. You will simply laugh that it's a empty house now. It's an empty house now. No thieves can steal anything from it. Be that empty self from which nothing can be stolen. No? So this is the guaranteed, 100% guaranteed way of safeguarding ourselves from these subtle deceptions. Like clearly sensing, knowing, and then living who we are truly, the changeless being. That is more than enough a contrast for noticing something other than it. And something means everything else. Absolutely everything that happens inside us is very different than the self that we are. So that this difference will be noticed by us. No? So simply that, no, it is not, like in Hindi we have a word vijati hai. It is of different type. It is of different type. No? It's like altogether different type. The experience, the movement that happens and the self that we are is a very different type. The nature is totally different. You know, it will be known by us by living our nature more. And in the end, I want to say to you, Manu, that don't be identified with the pure self also now. Be alert. In the beginning, as a practice, it is good. But where you are, most of you actually, you don't need that practice now. Yeah. Practice is done by the mind, no? Self does not do practices, no? Self only wakes up, no? Thank you. It's very good. When I say practice is for the mind, I don't mean that practice is a bad thing. No, not at all. Let's use everything, whatever helps us, no? Because with the identification, our language changes, our attitude changes, our symbols change. So those symbols only can be used that time, no, to tell us that how to be free. So those symbols are those techniques, no? Like trying to tell in the language of the mind or ego how to be free during that time, no? Yeah. They are valuable, but not really for the self that you are. They are for the identified state of the self. No? Karuna, you want to talk?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello, Karuna.
Oh. It's a treasure you are sharing today. At least I'm feeling like that. Like a big treasure. Thank you. Thank you very much for this. And I'm not sure exactly what I wanted to say, just being in front of you. With this, it feels like alive today for me. Feels alive and feels like there is some undercurrent of something stable. I'm not sure if I'm that stability or not, but this stability is there, and all other instabilities are in it, like doing something there, but they are not able to catch me like for long or at all. Or if they do, then I see they are mostly like your words from the past or something like what I was keeping as important to keep, you know, like the things which are helping, like they are also here, but yeah. I don't know if I need to figure out something here. Where is my place? As you asked Prachi, like where is you in all of this? If you feel like to bring some correction, to say something.
Actually, even right now, I will just share something, and that may help you
Thank you.
in seeing something, no? That maybe not seen. That when you are reporting, you are happy. You are feeling, I'm feeling like alive. I'm feeling like I'm in life right now. Like, you know, something like this. You are very happy, and you are continuously saying happy. Why you are happy? Because you want to live the truth. No? And you are living the truth, and so you are happy. And who you are? You are that who is free from the very need to be free, actually. And right now you are free in that way. That's why you are happy. As you will notice this, that how I am right now, you will also notice that how I was before, or how I am when I am not in this pure state of being. This will help, because the mind or the individual consciousness is holding, in one sense, all the material of being an individual self, no? In one sense, it is causing us bondage. You, the self, can use it to remain free. You, the self, can use the same mind to remain free now. Let your mind register all of it, what is here right now. And this is going to remove the seeds of ignorance, self-ignorance from the mind also. So there are two aspects of it. One is the desire in the self that you are to live yourself, which is clear to you now. I am enjoying so much because I am living purity of my being, and which I wanted to. The desire in the self. Another is ignorance in the mind, being held as if it is knowledge. So that knowledge or the particular set of the mind is going to continue creating no, those declarations and those conclusions. While if you allow your mind to do its work here, it can get so much more from here, meaning the ignorance of the mind can be removed also a lot here, which will not create so much confusion, like more open mind in a way, But when the desire to know and to live ourselves is stronger enough, then no power of the mind can cause identification with it. Then we know the difference between the true water when we are thirsty and the imagination of the water. We know clearly the difference. No? Mind can produce only the imagination of the water that you are enjoying right now. But Prachi was saying it is dry. It is like dry. Or I think Prachi or somebody was saying, it is like this is not dry. This is like Uma was saying that this is something so juicy which I am experiencing. Let us live this juiciness, this truth, this substance in a way of who we are. And the falsity of the mind will be so simply exposed in front of it later on. Because we will know that mind is not giving me anything. There are just thoughts moving, imaginations happening, but ultimately I am not getting anything out of it really. I am as thirsty as I was before. I think it's very nice. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where we are right now, no? Where we are right now is the true state of the self. In the true state of the self, we are consumed in the truth, in the bliss, in the natural self-awareness of ourself. No? This is the true state of the self. In the true state, we are rejoicing in the bliss of our own being. And there is a false state also. In the false state, dreaming happens. Dreaming is not specific that dreaming about everything happens, but not about the self. No, dreaming about the self happens first, then dreaming about everything else happens. So as long as we are dreaming about ourselves, we are dreaming. As soon as we stop dreaming about ourselves, we stop dreaming altogether, gradually, if not immediately. Right now, we are not imagining about ourselves. Right now, we are not dreaming about ourselves. We are just living in our natural, true state. Rejoicing, enjoying the bliss of our own being. And we may have some fear. And that fear is an invitation to bring some alertness, some vigilance here. So let us transform our fear here into vigilance. Otherwise, fear will bring us back into the dream also, if we give value to the fear directly. No? Let us consume the fear and transform it into vigilance. That I will be so vigilant, I will be so alert, that I will not go to the dreaming again about myself. Right now, as we are not dreaming, meaning we are not supporting, increasing, in a way, or contributing to the dreaming. We are residing in our natural true state of being, enjoying the bliss of our own being. Let us, for the last time, for 1 or 2 minutes, let us once again see that what remains when I stop dreaming. Let us see what remains when I stop dreaming. Let us rejoice, let us live the truth that remains when I stop dreaming. What it means that I stop dreaming is that I'm not identified with movement. No, not being identified with movement, but more attached or identified or established in the unmoving self that I am, who is the witness of the movement. there is a movement of different energies happening inside us. Different movements happening inside us. We are the unmoving witness of it right now. And it is simply true. We don't have to do anything for this truth to be true, except that let us live this right now. And as we will become more established or identified with our own truth, which is unchanging self, it will be slowly highlighted that we are still kind of holding on to some kind of belief or having some identification. Like with the idea that there is something called inside, there is something called myself. That is also an idea. We will let go slowly as we will remain established in the unmoving witness that we are, the pure self. It will be highlighted and a let go naturally will happen here. Then the movement of the whole universe is in front of the universal witness that we are. It will come to us one day. Because that is our ultimate truth. So thank you. Thank you for joining. It's a very, very, very beautiful to be with all of you. Thank you, beloved.